Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory to YAHAWASHI, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and much love and salutation to you, Akim, out there teaching this word in this truth and sincerity. And in the name of YAHAWASHI. And right here, I want to entitle this lesson, "Do Thou Lovest the Lord Unto Death?" Going back to the book of John, when the Lord asks us, Simon, do he love him? And it starts in the 15th verse. It says, "So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. I'm right. For one, Yahushua asked him one time. Not just one time, two times. And the third time, Peter became grieved. Like, Lord, you know all these things. You know everything. You know? That's the mindset that Peter had. He like, Lord, you know all things. And you asking me this question, not one time, but three times. And right. But when you go inside the 15th verse, or even from 15 down to 17, when you observe this word love or lovest, it goes into right here, G2 5, agape or agape. All right. So, and you go into this word right here, and you're going to see that this a definition. It says of persons to welcome, to entertain, to be fond of, to love dearly. Right? And let's see if I can zoom in here. It says to have preference for, wish well to, regard the welfare of. All right, so let's go inside the next definition. Okay. The next definition is going to be down here, G5368. Right. So it says to love, to approve of, to like, sanction, to treat affectionately or kindly, to welcome, befriend, to show signs of love, to kiss, to be fond of doing, be wont, used to do. Right here, the Strong's definition, it says to be a friend, have affection for, personal attachment as a matter of sentiment or feeling. It says embracing especially the judgment and the deliberate assent of the will as a matter of principle, duty, and propriety. Right. So basically, it shows like how it's a difference in a definition, because like love is a different magnitudes of love, because like a person can actually say that they love you, but it's like, do you really love me, or to what magnitude do you love me? First John chapter 5 verse 3, I believe it says, if thou lovest me, keep my commandments. And right, man. So it's like it's different levels of love. So when the Lord was asking Peter do you love me? He was making sure, or Lord is powerful, basically, He can ask you something now, you can answer it, but it'll hit you later, you know? Because, like, you can have love for a person, but not love that person. Or you could love somebody, but not love them unconditionally, During different situations that our love could waver. So, in the book of Luke, so let me grab it real quick. In the book of Luke, let me grab it real quick, Slock. Let me just grab it. It says I don't have no internet access. Luke chapter 54. Right, verse 54 says, Then took they him and led him and brought him into the high priest's house, and Peter followed far off. Right, so this right here is the time where they had captured YAHAWASHI, and he was about to get crucified. Right, and it says, and when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the hall and were set down together, Peter sat down among them, but a certain maid beheld him as he sat by the fire and earnestly looked upon him and said, This man was also with him. And he denied him, saying, Woman, I know him not. And they far off a little while another saw him and said, Thou art also of them. And Peter said, Man, I am not. And about the space of 1 hour after another confidently affirmed, saying, Of a truth, this fellow also was with him, for he is a Galilean. And Peter said, Man, I know not what thou sayest. And immediately while he yet spake, the cock crew. And right here, it says, verse 61. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter, and Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he said unto him, Before the cock crew, thou shalt deny me 3 times. And that right there is in Luke, I believe, the 34th verse. Hold on, let me get it. Right here, yes. It says, And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day before thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. No, right here, verse verse 31. It says, And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And he said to him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee both into prison and to death. And right, man. So Peter was telling the Lord, like, listen, man, I'm willing to go with you to prison and to death. And that was a good mindset to be in, man. That's how we gotta have the same mindset in. The brother Shard, a GMS put on the elect hat, did a beautiful lesson on I forgot the title though, but it was don't deny the Lord, But yo, it's a good mindset to be in that, like you willing to go to prison or to death for the Lord, So like when the Lord was asking him in the book of Luke chapter chapter 21, do you love me? The Lord was confirming it, like, listen, man, you say that you love me, but to what extent, So our mindset got to be like, listen, man, we willing to go all out for the Lord, man. Like, even the Lord said, if thou love me, keepest my commandments. And also he said, if you love your father or your mother or your kids or anybody more than me, you are not worthy of me. Man? So that love got to be high as hell, man. That love got to be to the sky, man. So it's like, it's different levels of love. But the mindset that Peter was in, he was saying, listen, I'm willing to go to prison or to death for you, And I'm inside the scripture, it tells us, that it's going to be martyrs for, YAHAWASHI. But it's like, we got to definitely have that mindset, like, listen, even though that we all shall not taste of death, you got to have it in your mind that you're willing to go to death for him, I mean, but really, you won't really know like what you're gonna do like during that time period though. But it's best to prepare yourself like for the worst. It's always best to prepare yourself for the worst. You know what I mean? I got 4 kids and I'm already got it in my mind that my kids gonna get slaughtered. You know? Lord willing that they don't. Lord willing, I make it. You know? But you gotta have that mindset that you're willing to go all out for the Lord, man. You know? That love gotta be that real, genuine, unconditional love for YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You know? So it's like you know, even in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1, you know, it says the wicked flee when no man pursue, but the righteous are as bold as a lion, you know. You gotta be bold in this truth. Not with pride, but just bold, you know, faith basically, you know. That shield of faith. Your faith gotta be strong, man. You know? And you gotta have that mindset to expect the worst, you know. The alphabet go from A to Z. Your mindset gotta be on Z, the worst that could happen, you know. The Lord might show mercy and give you a B judgment, a X judgment, you know, a Y judgment. You know what I mean? But you got to have in your mind to expect the worst, you know, willing to go to prison or to death for the Lord, man. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honesty, the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and much love and salutation to you, Akim, out there teaching His word and truth and sincerity in the name of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.